the capacity to buy everything that you need to survive. So when you're poor, obviously, there's a lot of scarcity. It's not scarcity of resources, it's scarcity of resources.
But is Kenya poor?
I believe we are.
Why? What would be the indicators of this poverty that you say Kenya is?
I mean, it's just your ability to nourish yourself, the ability of every individual to nourish themselves. So we've got like a poverty incidence of plus 40%. All right? That means we are producing less than we need.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I said, poverty is death. It's scarcity. It's death. You need food now, and you can't get that food now. You're poor. And why don't you have that food? Is because you're not producing.
Okay.
Right. And by producing we're not talking about food. By the way, there's enough food for everybody in Kenya. I think we produce more than enough food to feed everybody. It's just that I will not produce to feed you because you can't buy what I produce.
Okay, so we're now making a connection, and we're saying that the wholesome definition of poverty here is not because there are not available resources, but that the capacity for folks to then get those available resources then defines their poverty?
Yes, or even just make use of the resources that you have. You go into some place and they produce only one sort of good, but because they're not able to trade it for whatever reason, then they're not able to buy from somebody else. So they will not be seen as a market, right? So somebody says that the citizen is both a producer and a consumer. You produce so that you are able to trade it for whatever you need. So you're supposed to produce in abundance, and that production then allows you don't have to produce everything you need. You just have to produce what other people need, and then trade that in so that you can be able to afford whatever it is that you need for your nourishment.
You earlier stated that there is, when you invest and it is not backed by, say, research or proper or how it is trained in the country. Has Kenya invested in things that are making it difficult for us to get to that promised land, which is the first world status? In terms of, we've invested in brick and mortar that does not translate to how the economy would perform better to hasten that progress.
Most certainly, there's a lot of waste. In fact, I always tell people that I think Kenya suffers more from bad economics than from corruption.
Okay.
Because, you see, when I steal money, it stops there. I've stolen and it stops there. But when I invest in bad investment, and that's what we call white elephants.
Yeah.
When I buy a white elephant, not only have I lost there at the point of investment, but running that white elephant also still costs money. You understand? So I'm losing not just what I've got, the scarce resources I have now, but even into the future. And I've committed resources of production, future production, to this thing that the country really doesn't need.
Yeah. I mean, you'd look at how